In this video, I'm going to show you a tool that's going to help you create all your legal pages for your websites super quickly with just a few clicks. You're going to be creating privacy policies, terms of use pages, acceptable use policies, refund policies, cookie policies, and it even creates a cookie banner for you that you can host on your website. And it's going to do this all within a few clicks in just a few minutes, as you're going to see in this video. And all the legal pages you create with this tool are lawyer reviewed, so you can have peace of mind knowing you have everything in place to keep your site safe from all those laws and policies around the world. Hi, I'm Bjorn from WPLearningLab, and let's get started.
I just generated a privacy policy, terms of service policy, a cookie policy, acceptable use policy, and a return policy within 5 to 10 minutes. Super easily just by filling out a form, and I can update these at any time I want. These are lawyer reviewed, meaning a lawyer has reviewed the templates that made these. A lawyer hasn't reviewed my specific one, but they reviewed the templates that created these, and it's so easy to do. And there's currently a lifetime deal to make this happen for you as well. This is the app I use to generate those policies that you just saw. It makes it so easy. I did this literally in 10 minutes. And this app is unfortunately not free, but there is a lifetime deal. We'll get to that in a little bit. But with it, you can create terms and legalese and all the privacy policy pages for websites, e-commerce sites, software as a service sites, mobile apps. It even has a cookie consent policy plus a cookie consent banner to put on the bottom of your website. And it makes sure you're compliant with GDPR, CCPA, and the rest of the alphabet soup. Plus it has 500,000 customers. So 500,000, 4.5-star rating on Trustpilot. Can't be wrong. They also might be paying for the reviews. I've seen that happen a lot. Let's just assume they haven't paid 500,000 customers for reviews, because they'd be bankrupt probably at that point, because it doesn't cost that much, this app. Still, they've got a lot of reviews and a lot of customers. So to generate a policy, all you do is you log into the app, click on, in this case, AppSumo Compliance Pack, because I got it through AppSumo. You can also create a compliance pack up here. Button does the same thing. And then you just fill out this form. So I'm going to choose website for mine. I'm going to select all of these so we can see all the different policies it'll make for us. You enter a few of your company details and click on Next, Tailor Your Policies. This step is where all the work is done. If you check this box, it's going to kick you out and let you come back to finish this setup later. I don't want to click that right now. I want to actually tell the app what we use our website for, what happens on our website. So check all the boxes that apply. Some of these boxes may have extra drop downs like this, and it's specific to what you do on your website. So for this one, for example, let users know your website collects data about their device, such as technical information or GPS data. This might not apply to your website. If it doesn't apply, don't check the box. If it does apply, check what you're collecting. You can even have other to add your own. You can add as many as you want. My website collects personal information. It does. It collects a name and an email. Check all the ones that apply to you. If you're selling stuff on your site, you might be collecting phone numbers or home mailing addresses. I sell things, but I don't ship them. So I have no need for a mailing address, but I might, the checkout form might be asking for a phone number. And if there's more information that you ask for, like their favorite pet's name, you can add that in here. What is pet's name? How do we use this information? Use it for personalizing experiences? Not really. Processing payments? Yeah. In fact, we might be collecting home addresses to confirm credit card information to process payments. I'm just going to click that as well. If you add more than you do, that's okay. You just don't want to add less. If you don't collect date of birth, but you check this box, it's not the end of the world if it shows up on your privacy policy. But if you do collect it and you don't check the box and it doesn't appear on your policies, then it might be the end of the world. Well, not the end of the world, but you might get in a bit of trouble for that. So we process payments. We email newsletters. We don't really contact users. I'm going to keep that as it is.
If you're getting value from this video, let me know by hitting like, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Now let's get back to it.
And we go through each of these and we make sure that we accurately select everything. I'm just going to fast forward through all these to make the selections that apply to me, and then we'll move forward. And if you want to read what these say, just pause the video and have a little read. It also has a return policy that you can set up here. And here we select all the laws that we want to comply with, and there's a lot of options here as well. I select as many of these as I can. Not all of them are stuff I want to have on my website per se, but I just want to see what the app creates for us. Click on complete your order, or just complete the pages. There is a free account which allows you to go this far. Then you have to actually buy the policies, but we have the AppSumo, so it's already paid for. And there's something highlighted in red that I missed. There it is, how many days to process returns. Let's do 10. And now let's try that again. And here we have our privacy policy, terms of service, cookies policy. It says here the cookie scan for your website is currently being processed. The cookie policy will be available shortly. Acceptable use policy and returns policy. And all of these have the same options at the top. You can embed the live policy, which means that you get this code, you paste it. See, it's JavaScript. You should be able to paste this right into a WordPress page and it will show up for you there. The benefit of that is if you come back and edit this policy, those changes will be immediately reflected through this embed. Whereas if you just copy and paste this data to put it into a page, you're gonna have to come back and copy and paste it again if you make any changes. And we have a link. So if you wanted to link to Getterms.io and a link to this privacy policy, you can do that as well. You don't have to host it on your site if you don't want to, but you probably want to. The title of this page is Privacy Policy Generator. Generate free privacy policies. Is this what you want to link to from your website? Probably not. So the link option won't be for many people. There's a PDF option as well that you can download. I'm not going to download it here. It's all the same stuff, just in PDF format. And then you can copy it on your website, and you can copy it as text, HTML, or Markdown. Just going to scroll through this to see what we have. And there's a lot. And in the past, I just copy and paste privacy policies from somewhere that I thought was pretty good and then change it to my needs. But now this makes it so much easier, this app. Plus, apparently, hold on, let me see. Apparently, written for humans, reviewed by lawyers. I'm not saying that this specific privacy policy right here was reviewed by a lawyer because it was generated in like 5 seconds. But this is all template. So you enter your details, it generates your privacy policy from a template. I think those templates were reviewed by lawyers to make sure they're accurate and cover what's needed. So there's a lot of stuff here. Way more than I know about this stuff. All I know is generate the policy, copy and paste. This makes life so much easier. Since I entered Canada, it actually put the Office of the Privacy Commissioner of Canada in there. I'm sure if you change your country to somewhere else, it would have whatever resource you have to connect to for that country. Terms of service, much shorter. And we have cookies, still working on that. Acceptable use, a lot shorter. I don't even know what this is really for. Covers products, services, technologies, provided by WPLearningLab under any ongoing agreement. Oh, well, there you go. Return policy, bada bing, bada boom. Now, if sometime in the future we want to come back and edit these policies, we click on Edit Policy up here. We can go through that entire form that we went through a moment ago and make any changes we need, and it will update all these policies lickety-split for you. And then if you use the live embed, it will be automatically updated on your website, or got to copy and paste, just depending how you set that up. And I don't believe they have a WordPress plugin at the moment. WordPress privacy generator. I don't believe they have a WordPress plugin. That would be pretty handy if they had a WordPress plugin. Maybe that's something they're going to work on in the future. I have not seen a roadmap for these guys. Let's see if they have one. This guy's asking for a roadmap. For me, it's enough that those policies are so easy to generate. I don't really need a roadmap. Like this app does one thing and does it really well. Generate policies. I don't know if they really have a roadmap, but hopefully, if there is one, a WordPress plugin will be on that roadmap. I'm just going to pause this video and wait for this cookie scan to finish so that we can see what that looks like. Assuming it's still running, I have no real indication that it's actually working. I guess we could look at the cookie widget while we're at it. So to see what we're looking at, there's a preview right down here. This website uses cookies. You can select preferences, and people can select which cookies they want to allow and which not. We'll click accept right there. And you can change the font size, the background colors, the font colors, the button colors, everything to do with the appearance of that guy. You can change it to a card, a banner, a pill, or a pop-up. The pop-up definitely gets your attention. But most often I see banners and cards. Sometimes I see pills. Rarely I see pop-ups for a cookie policy these days. You can pick the position. These options change based on what you selected up here. The banner doesn't really have a position. It's all along the bottom. You get the idea. The pop-up also doesn't have a position. Block page interaction until preferences are set. That's handy. So until they select their preferences or accept the cookies, they can't use the website. Turn that on if you want to. Might turn people off if you have that. Configuration. Allow users to specify cookie preferences. Well, you can turn that off. That's handy. Automatically block scripts from setting cookies. This is until they click accept, which means if you have Google Analytics, that script will not be embedded on your site and not tracking their visit until they click accept. Allow users to reject all cookies on and off. Choose the one you want. Link to the cookie policy. It's still generating, as we saw. So once it's generated, we put it on a page on our site, and this would be where that link goes to that page. This message is this message right here. So update that as needed. All of these are just different text pieces that depend on, or that appear when your cookie accept box appears. You can click on restore default message or messages for all these fields if you want to, if you need to. Installation, we copy and paste this code into the first script tag on the page, as in the header. It has to be the first script tag, otherwise it can't block other scripts. Because if the Google Analytics script is before this script and it executes before this script, it won't block that script. If you need help adding a script to your website, I've got a tutorial for that. I'll link to that in the description down below and the card up above, so you can add this script to your page. And that's that. And then once you have it actually running on your site and there's people who accept your cookies, there's a log of, I believe, their IP address and the preferences they chose for the cookies if you allowed them to choose preferences, and what they accepted and didn't accept for the cookies. I'm not entirely sure why you want to keep a log of this, but I guess it could be important. The cookie scan looks like it's done. It's populated some cookies here. We've got a test cookie and a WordPress test cookie. That was me messing around, more than likely. I don't know. It's owned by DoubleClick, the test cookie. Advertising cookies, performance cookies, 17 unclassified cookies, and all of those are incorporated into the cookie policy right over here. That's that. That's all the app does, and it does it really well. If you want to get it, there's a lifetime deal on right now. It's going to end pretty soon. For $69, you can use this app for 3 different websites. You can actually use it for unlimited websites, now that I think about it, because you can come into here once your cookie or your terms are generated, go to here, click on delete policy and make a new one. So if you were just to copy and paste the policies over, you just need one code really, and just keep deleting them and using them on websites if you want to. But if you want to use the live embed, you would need to keep this live and active, so you couldn't just delete it. Let's go back to here. 129 gives you 10 websites, and 500 gives you unlimited. If you want to check this out, there's a link to AppSumo in the description down below. It's an affiliate link. If you end up buying through that, I get a commission. It does not make it more expensive for you. It just helps you keep making these videos. And if you do want to jump on it, you got to hurry. This deal ends in 46 hours or 47 hours as of this recording. And once it's published, it's going to be even less than that. And if this has expired, there would be a different link in the description down below. And that's an affiliate link that goes directly to Getterms' website. And if you purchase through that link, I get a commission as well. Again, doesn't make it more expensive for you. It just helps me keep making these videos. And if you're not convinced that this tool is for you, check out this video right here that goes through some of the fines that have been handed out for not following the laws
that this tool is going to help you follow. It's pretty mind-blowing. And if you haven't done so yet, click subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future videos. My name is Bjorn from WP Learning Lab. Till next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.